I wonder if after this pandemic, we're not finished with it yet apparently, but I wonder if through this experience that we've all had, if we've become a little more brave, maybe a little less afraid of failure. I don't know, just a question to throw out there for you. And this yoga practice is a great place to practice that permission, giving yourself permission to fail. So just a little thought as we begin this Monday, this mindful Monday. Maybe be mindful of where you might be tentative for trying something. Always, safety is our first priority, but if there's something that you haven't tried that you would like to try, I always try to push us a little bit, but maybe just go for it. And if you fall out of a pose, just come back in. Say forget about it. Just something to think about. There are a lot of times when we are in situations like we've been, and thinking a lot about the refugees who have their lives have been upended. A lot of times that creates this kind of shift in our way of moving through the world. And so maybe we do get a little braver, or maybe we give ourselves that grace, that permission to fail. So let's start in a comfortable seat. I read this morning, and this kind of inspired this practice. Failure is not fatal. Yeah, failure is not fatal, right? Sit up nice and tall. I might elaborate on that a little bit. I've had experience with that. Lengthen your spine. So imagine there's this long line from tailbone to crown, and just lengthen your spine. And then take your shoulders and maybe loop them back and down away from the ears. Tuck your chin. If you're comfortable, allow your eyes to close or soften your gaze. And just begin to tune into your body and your breath and your surroundings. Just observing, noticing everything you can. So we went a little deeper in the beginning, just right off the bat, thinking about giving ourselves permission to fail. So let's just stay kind of surface level and observe the sounds in your space. Observe the temperature of your air. Observe your belly if it's growling like mine a little bit. See if you can feel your heartbeat. And then notice your natural breath. Are you breathing more from the chest, or have you already begun some deeper breaths? No right or wrong. It's all good. As you're ready, soften your belly. Close your lips gently and invite your first deep, or maybe your second or third deep breath in through your nostrils. Fill up completely. Draw as much air into your lungs as possible. And then allow yourself a slow exhalation. Just take your time, leisurely, slow. Let all the air out. Draw the belly back into the spine. Good. And begin again. Nice, long, deep inhalation. See if you can bring the breath even higher. And then as you exhale, make it slow and long. as though we had all the time in the world. Good. And take a few more. Just tune into your breath and your body. Tune into this present moment. So I had a moment when I realized that fear was not fatal. I'm sorry, failure was not fatal. I was on stage doing The Sound of Music, playing the role of Elsa the Baroness. This is many years ago. And I just lost my place. I lost track, and I was singing a song. I was on like the second verse of a song. And all of a sudden I just went blank, and it was just me and the orchestra. And I was like, oh my goodness, what is going on? So I sang a whole verse using la. La. So that became famous in this theater group. Everyone always, when they run into me, they remind me of the time that I sang a whole song using la. And in the moment I was petrified, and I wanted to run off the stage, and I left the theater that night feeling so like I had just failed miserably. But here I am, I'm still alive, and I can laugh about it. And actually that was pretty brilliant, singing the whole verse, la. It actually worked. She was drinking champagne, you know, if you remember the dinner party, Elsa was drinking and she was a little tipsy, so it kind of worked. So anyway, blink open your eyes. Join me in Sukhasana. Switch the cross of your legs. Inhale, reach up. Take a big breath and draw your hands down to your heart center, your chin to your chest. Maybe think of a time when you survived failure. Keep it light. When you're ready, inhale, reach up again, and exhale, hands to heart center, chin to chest. Take one more inhale, reach up. And then as you exhale, come forward until you feel that stretch in your lower back. Walk your fingertips forward. Chin comes down to chest. As you exhale, just soften. As you inhale, roll on up through your vertebrae, through all your vertebrae, reach up. And then as you exhale, lean over to one side, doesn't matter which side. Inhale, reach up, look up. Exhale, take your side bend to the other side. Inhale, reach those fingertips high, get super long in the side body, and exhale, bring your hands forward, walk your fingertips maybe a little farther. Good. As you exhale, roll on up. Head is the last thing to come up. We'll take one more inhale, reach up, look up, get long, side bend on your exhale. And then inhale, reach up, and exhale, lean. Good. Inhale, reach up, get long, and exhale, hands come to heart center. Just pause here. Notice what you've done. What have you done? Inhale, reach up. Let's take a few twists with our breath. Exhale, twist to one side. Doesn't matter which side. Just keep your crown of your head reaching toward the heavens. Inhale as you reach up, and exhale as you twist to the other side. Good. Just gentle. Warming up the shoulders, warming up the waist, moving with our breath. Good. Linking the breath to the movement. Let's take one more each side. Good. Moving with your breath. So if I'm going too fast, find your own pace. Lower your hands to your heart center. Anjali Mudra. Take a moment and just pause. Let your hands rest where they're comfortable. Take your shoulders up to your ears. Remind yourself, no, that's not where we want them, and then lower them down. Take a few more. Appreciate any sounds you might hear in those shoulders as those bones move, as the joint gets lubricated. Yeah, good. And then on this next one, take your shoulders up, roll them back and down. See how far down you can get those shoulders. and kind of squeeze your shoulder blades together. Take your hands behind you, clasp them, and take your shoulder blades really, really, really close together, like you have a pencil between them, which I've never seen anyone do, by the way, but I'm sure someone can do it. Come forward. Maybe take your chin down to your chest as you lift your arms a little bit higher. Take a breath. And then slowly release. Draw the belly into the spine. Shake your hands right and left. Now, if your legs are getting tired here, you can come to any kind of seat, but reach for your strap. Take it in your hands and take your hands kind of far apart. We're going to lift the strap up and overhead. And then as we draw the strap back behind us, your hands are going to get a little wider on your strap. So just know that. And then we'll take it forward and back a few times. You might have to adjust your grip on the strap. So let's match the breath. Inhale as we lift up, and exhale as we take that strap back behind us. Always, if you have shoulder injuries, just being mindful of your shoulders. However, maybe pushing yourself a little bit. If your shoulders are normally tight, this is a nice stretch. Good. Move with your breath, slow and steady. Might not win the race, but definitely gets us through a yoga practice. Good. Let's take a couple more. Moving with your breath, inhaling as we lift, exhaling as we lower. Good. So good for our posture, so good for our shoulders. Good. Okay, so we're going to take the strap in our, let's start with our right hand. Take it up, lift it up, hold it, and then take this left hand, flip the palms, extend it outward, flip the palms so it's facing back, and then bend the elbow, reach for the back, for the strap behind your back. See if your left hand can get a hold of the strap. And then bend the right elbow and see if you can get your hands a little closer together so you can walk your left hand up toward your right. And then once you get there and your hands are nice and close together, see if you can pull that strap, give it a little resistance. Good. Breathe in, sit up tall. Exhale it out. Let's take 2 more breaths, slow and easy. Just enjoying this stretch as much as we can. Good. You can even lean your head back a little bit. All right, so nice big inhale. Fill up all the nooks and crannies of the lungs. And then exhale, release that strap. Then we'll take it over to the other side. So take the strap in your other hand. Bend that elbow, take your right hand out, flip the palm, bend that elbow, and reach for that strap. Now, this is my hand, this is the side, every side, both sides, each side will be different. So this is my side where I just don't get as close. So see if you can walk your hands closer together, and then once you have a nice hold of your strap, see if you can pull a little bit so you can feel that resistance and that stretch in the tricep and the right shoulder. Good. You can lean your head back a little bit. Keep your breath smooth. Yeah, good. We'll take 2 more breaths here. Maybe close your eyes. Why not? Nice big deep breath. Fill up all the nooks and crannies, and then exhale, let it go. Just put the strap down for a bit. Take your hands, circle them out. Good. Shake your right hand, right and left. Shake your left hand up and down. Shake your left hand left and right. Shake your right hand up and down. Is that getting easier? Yes. See, we're already practicing. What if we What if we failed at that? Take your legs, if they've been seated in Sukhasana, and just give your ankles a little rub. Pat them a little bit. Bring your soles of your feet together in Baddha Konasana. We'll let the hips open a little bit. Maybe take your blocks. You can tuck them under you. We'll be here for just a little bit. And give your feet a little massage. So try to get into all the little muscles and tendons in the bottoms of the feet. Give them some love. Do both sides. And just notice as you're doing that, see if you get a little more space. Maybe the knees get a little closer to the floor, because we know when we soften the fascia in one part of the body, it sends that signal, right? It sends a signal to the brain that it's cool. We're cool. So when you feel like your feet are adequately massaged, see if you can pull your heels a little closer in. Take your hands to your feet. Shine your heart. Take a big breath in. And on your exhalation, come forward until you feel the stretch that you like. And then take a big breath in again, lengthen your spine, and then come forward a little bit more. Just see how it is. If it's too much, you can always back off, right? Take 3 breaths here. We're going to soften. Yeah. See if you can relax those hips, relax those inner thighs, relax the lower back. Send the breath to the back body. Sometimes when we breathe deeply, we think about the lungs in the front of the body. Think about the lungs in the back body. See if you can send the breath all the way through. So good for us. Good. You can let your shoulders relax here. Let your chin come forward. Let's take one more big breath. See if you can relax those hips a little bit more. And as you exhale, slowly draw your belly into your spine as you sit up tall. Take your hands to the outsides of your legs. Bring them forward. Give yourself a big hug. Shine your heart, look up. And exhale, take the right leg and extend it long. And keep this left leg right where it is. And then take your strap and loop it over the meaty part of your foot, the ball of the foot, and flex your toes towards you. Good. We're going to try to keep our knees squeezed in tight as we lift this right leg using our strap. This is a modified Heron pose. So think about those graceful birds standing on one leg, lifting the other. I don't know. See if you can bring your nose towards your knee. Try to stay a little steady. Good. Breathe in. And then as you exhale, lower that leg. Good. Just leave that. Let the strap sit there. Let's take this left hand to the inside of the left leg. And so the tricep that we just stretched is pressing against the inside of this right leg. And then flip the palm, take it back behind you, and see if you can come into a bind. So here's a place where you can use your strap. You can hold it in your right hand and reach for your left hand. Good. Sit up tall. And maybe you can, on this side, maybe this is your side. Maybe this is your side. It seems to be my side. I can get my hands to touch, but use your strap if this is not your side. And then gently take your gaze towards your right shoulder. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. As you turn your head, you're getting a nice little stretch. We're twisting from the left rib cage. Good. Breathe in, one more breath. Keep that right foot flexed. And then as you exhale, just slowly unwind. Just let go of the strap. And take your right arm and wrap it around your left leg and take a counter twist to the other side. Good. Breathe in, sit up nice and tall, hug that knee in. And as you exhale, take your gaze toward that left shoulder. Good. Nice breath. And then let it go, let it go, let it go. Then we're going to come into a tree pose on this side. All the things here while we're here. Now, this is the same thing as we would do when we're standing, which, just a little spoiler alert, we may do in a little bit. You can use your strap here. You can wrap it around that meaty part of the foot. Always the ball of the foot, not the arch. And then as you allow this left leg to just soften toward the floor, if there's a lot of space, tuck something under it, blanket or block. Shine your heart and use the strength of your arms and your strap to draw your nose toward your knee here. Good. Take your time lifting and lengthening. And then on your exhale, lower down. You might take a few of these, lift and lengthen, and just find that edge. Maybe you go a little farther today than you thought you could. Nose to knee. Nice deep breaths as we do. Lengthening the spine. And then surrendering, folding toward that knee. And once you find that edge, soften for 3 breaths. Good. Take another breath in. And a long breath out. Last one. Nice long breath. Maybe you bring your nose a little closer to your knee. Maybe you've got more flexibility than you ever thought after all this practicing we've been doing. And on your exhalation, slowly unwind. Take your strap. Extend your left leg long. Rotate your wrists. Open and close your fists. Shake your left hand left and right. Shake your right hand up and down. Shake your left hand up and down. Shake your right hand right and left. There's a side for that one too. Okay, so let's bend the right knee. Try to bring the heel really close in. And then we'll take a hold, take the strap, loop it over the meaty part of that left foot. Take that strap in your hand. We'll come into this modified Heron pose. And use the strength of your arms and your awesome open shoulders, which are drawing back, to press your heel forward as you lift a little higher, stretch that hamstring. So we're balancing a little bit here. We're balancing on our glutes. Yeah, like a graceful heron. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Excellent. On your exhalation, whenever that comes, slowly lower that down. Let's keep our legs right where they are, but take the strap, take it behind you, and then take this right arm to the inside of the right leg. Use the stretched out tricep to press into your leg. Let your leg press into your tricep. And this is fine. You can stay here. Or you can flip your palms, see what happens. If you wrap that arm around, see if you can get a hold of your strap in both hands. And we'll take our bind here. So keep pressing the arm into the leg, leg into the arm. See how tall you can sit. And notice what's already happening to our breath. Good. Yeah, mine's choppy. So let's smooth it out. This is my side. My hands don't come anywhere close to one another. But keep that left foot flexed. See if you can keep your torso facing forward. Pressing the arm into the leg, leg into the arm. We'll take one more breath. And then let it go. Gently let it go. Shake out your hands. And come into that seated tree pose. So the right foot comes into the left leg. You can take your strap. Not necessary to have a strap, but it's kind of fun, so let's use it today. So wrap it around, sit up nice and tall as you either prop up this right leg or just allow it to descend when it's ready. Take a big breath in, shine your heart. And on your exhalation, bring your nose towards your knee. Good. Take as many passes through lifting and lengthening as you like. Oh, I forgot to do the twist. We will twist on the other side. We'll take our counter twist. Good. Maybe one more lift and lengthen, and maybe take your nose a little closer to your knee, getting that sweet stretch. Good. Chin to chest, shoulders can slump asana. Big breath. Exhale to release, let it go. And let's take that twist because we missed it. I forgot. Sorry. I failed. Still alive. Take that left hand, wrap it around. Take your right hand behind you. Keep that left foot flexed. And take your gaze over your right shoulder. Good. Twisting from the left rib cage this time. Excellent work. Taking that twist of the neck. Keeping it slow, keeping it gentle until you feel the neck slowly opening. And take another big breath. And then as you exhale, just unwind. Yes, we did all that together. Come up to tabletop, pad your knees. And guess what? We're going to come into Connie's favorite pose. And it's both Connie's favorite pose. So it's the child's pose. And here's my little bunny, my little child's pose bunny. Isn't he cute? So let's bring our knees wide. Sink our hips back using any props that you need between your hips and your heels. Maybe a block under your forehead will allow you to just relax into this pose. And when you come here, see what happens if you turn your palms up. See if you get a different experience in your shoulders. And send the breath into your hips as you sink back. Breathe into that back body. Yeah, I agree. This is one of my favorite poses too. Really good. Releases so much in the back and the hips. Good. And if child's pose is not for you, fear not. We will be coming into something else very shortly. When you're ready, come on up to your tabletop. Take your hands under your shoulders. We'll take a few passes through cat-cow. So dip your belly, lift your gaze, and on your exhale, round. Chin to chest. Good. Move that spine forward and back with your breath, pressing the mat away. Good. On the next cat pose, really press the mat away, really draw the belly into the spine, take the chin down to the chest, and then tuck your toes. Stretch the backs, stretch the bottoms of the feet. And then as you're ready, slowly begin to lift your hips, come into your first down dog. Take your dog for a walk, move your props out of the way, bending one knee and then the other. Stretching out those already stretched hamstrings. And then find stillness here. See if you can press into the finger joints, give your wrists a little assistance, and send your heels toward the floor. Take your gaze back towards your thighs. Good. Soften the back of the neck. On your next inhale, lift your heels and stretch those feet one more time. And on your exhales, take a walk to the front of your mat. We'll meet in a ragdoll. You can roll out your wrists, bend your knees as much as you need to. Notice if your legs are a little straighter. We did stretch the legs, so see if you have a little more space in there, a little more flexibility in your hamstrings already. Good. Shake out the head, yes and no. Just relax. Take a big breath in. And a deep breath out. Then release your hands and slowly roll on up. We'll come up slowly. Let the head and the shoulders be the last to come up. Shoulders and the head. And then roll those shoulders back and down. Bring yourself into your majestic mountain pose. Let your palms face forward. Find your drishti, your gazing point right in front of you. And then use that drishti as you come up on your tippy toes. Stretch the feet again. Take a big breath. And as you exhale, slowly roll down. Inhale your arms up. Take a look up. And exhale, take a hold of the left wrist with the right hand. Take a gentle lean toward the right. Good. Breathe in. As you inhale, find your drishti again. Send your fingertips up toward the sky. Lift up on your toes. And as you exhale, lower your heels. Take your side bend to the left. Good. Inhale again. Rise up one more time. Up on the toes. And then lower down as slowly as you can. See if you can take each little part of the foot and lower it down. Then bring your hands down to your heart center. Let your shoulders relax. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Shake that out. Forget about it. Inhale, reach up. We'll just move through a few flows. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find that half table, halfway lift. And exhale, send your fingertips to the floor. Take your right leg back. Get a nice long lunge going here. You can bring your hands to the floor or the blocks. Rock forward and back in this lunge. Good. Breathe in. Always the option to lower the knee. Breathe out. Good. Take your right hand to the inside of the left foot. Take a twist toward the left. Reach up and look up. And take a shoulder circle here. Nice open shoulders. And then flip the palm. Take a half bind. We've already opened. Let's see what happens. Take your gaze up toward the ceiling. Keep that left knee over the left ankle, however. Good. Breathe in. Release that arm up. And then send it down. Take your fingertips to the floor. Shine your heart. And spin that back foot so it's at an angle, crissy-crossing with the left heel. And then rise up, warrior two. I think this was Regina's favorite pose, so we're doing warrior two here. Take your shoulders and lower them down. Look down at your left knee, see if it's over your left ankle, or see if it's maybe tilting one way or the other. See if you can track it a little more toward that left pinky toe. Send the arms out from the shoulders. Take up space. Then flip your palms, inhale, send that left leg straight, and exhale, sink back down, warrior two. Good. Inhale as you come into your peaceful warrior, leaning back. Right arm goes down the right leg. Left arm lifts. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out, coming back to your warrior. And then take your hands down, spin your back foot so it's facing forward. Take your hands to the mat. And then send the left foot back, come into your downward facing dog again. Take a big breath here in down dog. And we're going to come up to our tippy toes again. And as we exhale, come forward into your forward fold. Rotate your wrists. Good. Inhale to your halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, root to rise. Reach up, look up. Take a hold of your right arm with your left hand and lean left. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, reach your fingertips up, come up on your tippy toes, and exhale, heels to the floor and lean to the right. Take a big breath. Exhale as you come back to center, reaching those arms up, lifting your heels. And then slowly lower down one little part of the foot at a time. And then bring your hands to heart center. Good. Take a big breath in and a long breath out. Let's take it to the other side. Inhale, reach up, come up on your toes. Exhale, lower the heels, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Good. Exhale, take your fingertips to the floor. Send your left foot back. Find your long lunge. Always the option to lower your knee. Just enjoy the stretch for a breath or two. Breathe in, breathe out. Take your hand to the inside of the right foot, take your twist. Lift that right arm up, follow it with your gaze. Try keeping that right knee over the right ankle, pressing the toes into the floor. Take a shoulder circle, nice open shoulders. Maybe take that half bind, flipping your palm, opening up the right shoulder. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale that arm back up. Exhale, take your fingertips to the floor, shine your heart, look forward, and then rise on up. Find your warrior two on this side. So that back foot spins flat at an angle. You might have to adjust your feet so your right heel intersects with the left arch at the foot. Good. Loop the shoulders down. Flip the palms. Inhale, straighten the right leg, reach up. Exhale, sink back down. Right knee tracking over that right toe. Flip the right palm, lean back, peaceful warrior. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Good, one more breath in. Come back through warrior two. Then come on forward with that left foot as you bring your fingertips down to the floor. Hands come to the floor, then step the right foot back. Come into your downward facing dog. Good. Nice big breath in as you spread your fingers nice and wide. Lift your heels, lower your heels. Lift your heels, lower your heels. This time, lift your heels, take a walk to the center of your mat, and then we'll slowly rise up, one vertebra at a time, lifting the arms, reaching up. Let your palms touch, and draw them right down to your heart center. And take a moment here in mountain pose to just establish this grounding, centered space here. Lift and spread your toes, lower each one to the floor, and then grip the mat with your toes. Take your shoulders, roll them back, and then look forward. Find something that's not moving. Find your drishti. Something that's not moving, not a person, not a tree, although we will be coming into tree pose. So take your weight into your left foot as you are ready, and then take your right leg and open it out, just like we did earlier, however we were seated. Always the option to come back to that. And you can leave this right heel in this left ankle. That makes no sense. Okay, so the toes are on the floor, the heel is pressing into the left ankle. Sort of. You can reach your arms up here. Or if you like, if you want to go for it, fearlessly, bring your right leg into the inside of your left. And maybe grow your branches. Press your foot into your leg into your foot. Hey, always the option to use the chair or a wall. Just play with it. And if you fall out, it's not going to be fatal. I hope. No. It won't be. No worries. Good. Breathe in. One more breath. Drop some leaves. Let go of something. Let go of something. Good. Bring your hands to your heart. Turn your knee back forward. Come on back into your mountain pose. Feel your weight shift so you feel more centered. Center it out. Lower the shoulders. Find your drishti. Good. When you're ready, weight comes into your right foot. Heel comes to the ankle. Opening that left hip. Or you can reach down, hoist it up there, press the foot into the inner thigh. Hands can come to heart or grow those branches, but keep your drishti. Press the leg into the foot into the leg. Good. How big of a tree do you want to be? Expand, grow. Reach for the sun. Staying rooted. Drop some leaves. Let go of things that no longer serve. And then hands come to heart center. Knee comes forward. Lower the left foot and re-find your center in mountain pose. Excellent. How did you do? Everybody still there? Good job. Let's come to the fronts of our mats. Inhale, take a sweeping breath as you reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come to your halfway lift. And exhale, we're just going to unceremoniously come down to our mats and bring your strap with you. We'll come on down. Take a knee squeeze, hug your knees into your chest, take some circles, give your back a massage. Good. And then extend your left leg long or bend it, foot on the floor, and take your strap to your right leg. This is for Nancy. I know Nancy loves this stretch. So the strap goes around, the meaty part of the foot. Let the heel reach up toward the ceiling. See if you can get your left leg a little bit longer. See if you can lengthen it out. Maybe flex the toes. And then use the strength of your arms as you let your elbows just rest on the floor. See if you can get that stretch. Maybe it's a little more of a hamstring stretch than you thought you needed today. See if you can pull your toes toward your face, and then decide, maybe you want to take your knee toward your nose toward your knee. Good. Lower your head and shoulders. Take that strap into your right hand. Open up that right leg, pressing the heel out to the right. Left arm can extend out, and your gaze can take it any way you want. You can take it toward the left. You can take it toward the right. Good. Breathe in. And on your exhalation, bring that leg back up. Switch hands. Take that right arm out. Open up your hands nice and wide. Press the right heel forward as you take it across the body. Good. Turn your gaze toward the right if you like. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Bring yourself back up. Take a last hamstring stretch. And then we're going to come into a half happy baby. So bend that right knee. Again, this left leg can either be bent or extended long. And take your hands, both hands can come to the strap or one, and draw your knee into that right shoulder. Try to relax the shoulders. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Take a big breath. And then reach up, remove the strap, let your right leg reach long, and take a moment to appreciate the difference between the right and the left. And we'll take the left leg, hug it in, send it up with your strap. You can let your hands just slide down that strap. using the strength of your arms to give yourself that hamstring stretch on this side. Good, breathe in. Maybe you shake a little. I'm kind of shaking a little bit. It's okay. Maybe that right leg wants to go a little bit longer, pressing that right hip toward the floor. Maybe your nose comes toward your knee. Whatever you do, keep your breath smooth, lower head and shoulders. Then take the strap in your left hand, open your right arm out to the right, open that hand nice and wide, release the fingers. And then turn your gaze towards your arm if you like. Press your left heel forward as you open your leg. Keep that right hip on the floor much as you can. You might want to come up a little bit. Good, breathe in. And as you breathe out, take that leg back up. Take the strap in your other hand. Take your twist. Press the foot forward. Open up. Maybe look toward your left. Good, breathe in. Breathe out. Good. On your next breath in, come back up. Maybe give yourself one more hamstring stretch before you come into your half happy baby. So strap can go in one or both hands. Draw that knee towards your shoulder. Get that stretch. Deeper stretch for the hamstrings. Good. Right leg extends long. Smooth breath. Good. On your exhale, slowly release. Let your legs extend long. Take a full breath. Reach long. Take a nice back bend here. Good. And then let it all go. So, for Shavasana, you might feel so open you want to bring your feet together in Supine Baddha Konasana. Feel free to go for it. And then if you decide to, maybe give yourself that support by placing blocks under your knees. And then cover up if you're a little cold, or take your blanket under your neck, over your belly, however you like it, however it feels sweet. And give yourself a moment to rest. Let your breath just come naturally. And let the entire body soften toward the floor. Relaxing the face and the jaw. Relaxing the belly and the hips. Just letting go. You've done the work. It's time to rest. I found a wonderful poem by a Russian immigrant artist named Lara Auerbach. And she seems to have given herself permission to fail. She has, several degrees, and a couple of them are from Juilliard. She's a composer, she's a poet, she's an artist. She is certainly not afraid to fail, but I'm thinking perhaps some of this courage comes from her struggles. So she writes a poem entitled Permission to Fail. She writes, When you struggle to survive, there is simplicity. I'm going to start that again because it's beautiful. When you struggle to survive, there is simplicity in perspective. You take one breath and then another. You take one step, then another. You learn how to respect your body's new limitations. You learn how to challenge it. You try to hold on to who you are. You try to reassure others. You give yourself permission to rest, to stay quiet. You grow impatient and irritable. In anger, you call yourself a failure. Then, remember, you have given yourself permission to fail. Sometimes you feel alone. Sometimes you feel loved. As you're ready, begin to deepen the breath. Bring small movements to the body, wiggling fingers, toes, turning the head from side to side. You can give yourself permission to stay right where you are or roll to one side. Just take a short transition through that fetal position. And when you're ready, use the strength of your arms to press yourself up to a comfortable seat. And take a moment here, close your eyes, notice how your shoulders, your hips feel. When you're ready, reach your arms up. Reach up for all the courage. Let your palms come together and draw them down to your heart, Anjali Mudra. Take your chin to your chest. Feel your breath move into the lungs, pressing your hand into your hands as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, send a prayer out into the world. Maybe create a little intention for your day or your week to try something new. No fear. Give yourself permission to fail at something. Thank you guys for practicing. Thank you for being good sports. Namaste.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye, yoga bunnies.